be where we want to be or who we want to be with. And we're always comparing ourselves to what we see on social media. I know that because that was once me. So I moved to Atlanta from Seattle, Washington. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington, and I moved to Atlanta with the dream to become a model and an actress. So when I moved here, I had the vision and dream. I moved here just anything that fit in my car. I didn't have a job, I didn't have friends, I didn't have family, I just came. But when I got here, that's where I got lost. And I got sucked in quickly to the entertainment lifestyle. I trusted the wrong people. I'm a kind person, so it was taken advantage of. I started drinking heavily. I don't know if you guys can see this picture, but I started drinking a lot. I started to use drugs. And my nights out got longer. My clothes got more revealing because I felt like that's what I needed to be to gain popularity on social media, get more likes, get more followers. And I was slowly killing myself from the inside out. Weight gain, job loss, and I got so depressed that I attempted to take my own life. But God said, not today. Not today. And we are only given one body, one mind, one soul. You need to ask yourself, how are you caring for yours? You get caught up in that lifestyle. Your girls, they want to go out, bottomless drinks. All you can drink. Yes, you want to go. A guy offers you a date. You haven't been to this restaurant. You don't even like him, but you go. Then he offers you to fly you somewhere. Ooh, I've never been there. You want to go. But you got to learn to say no and yes to yourself. So when I started to say no and yes to myself, that's when my life just started to change. So I committed myself 90 days. I deactivated all my social media accounts. I invested in personal trainer. I started working out 6 days a week. I started healthy meal prep and truly focusing on myself. And through that, my whole life started to change. So if you can see over here, I have a transformation picture from when I was once 40 pounds heavier. I lost 40 pounds based off the lifestyle changes that I started to implement. And this is possible. And so what I want to ask you guys is, what does your holistic health look to you right now in this moment? Discipline with consistent action is key. Making the necessary sacrifices is key. Learning to say no is key. Because yes, you can go out with your girlfriends on the weekend, but you want to have the discipline to make the right choice. You can have a drink. I'm not saying go cold turkey and give up alcohol, but maybe instead of a Long Island or mojito, you have a vodka tonic or something on the rocks with just water or soda. So just making those small little changes. And next I wanted to break down, so how do you develop that passion for health? So first is P, plan, prepare, and prioritize. How many of you wake up in the morning and just get on your smartphone? Start scrolling. Raise a hand, raise a hand. Okay. How many of you right now make time for physical activity? Good, I like to see that. Okay, good. But many times we make excuses for why we cannot make it to the gym, start eating better. And so what you want to do is start planning it out. So if you have a goal in mind, how are you going to accomplish that? Write down your top 3 goals for the next 30 days and then work your way from there. So if you want to lose 20 pounds, be specific. You want to be able to do 10 push-ups in 30 days. How do you do that? Maybe you wake up every day and you start just with trying to do 1, then 2, then you increase to 10, and so forth. A, after you have those plans in place, then you want to take action, and then you want to hold yourself accountable. You can either get an accountability partner, get a trainer, or put in a reminder on your phone at 6 a.m. I will, and actually take actions. And in order to take action, sometimes we might get distracted with the time, but at the same time, it comes down to where our energy is at. And a lot of our energy is implemented from food and water, sleep, and exercise. So we want to make sure that we're getting enough water in our system. We should be getting at least a half gallon of water a day. How many of you get at least a half gallon a day? Okay, I love it. Good. And then not only that, but food. Food is vital. But you got to learn to say no and yes to yourself. So when I started to say no and yes to myself, that's when my life just started to change. So I committed myself 90 days. I deactivated all my social media accounts. I invested in personal trainer. I started working out 6 days a week. I started healthy meal prep and truly focused, along with setting the intention each day, being intentional with your choices that you make, not just with food, not just with drink, but just in life and your goals, the people that you surround yourself with. And then getting organized. Again, that goes back to planning your day. How many of you have a daily routine? If you don't have a daily routine, that's your homework assignment for tonight. You to go through how are you organizing your day and where can you make time for you. And then lastly, having a now mentality. Not next week, not in a month, not tomorrow, but literally once you leave this room today is when you need to start planning out, okay, how am I going to get from A to Z?